Hey y'all, it's Stanza Yvette Esquire.
And this is Ray Daniels, aka the Culture Referee, and welcome to the GAUDs Show. Let's go!
Yeah.
So, shout out to our subscribers. Keep liking, sharing, commenting. But I'm gonna just get right to it because we have a legend in the house, Stanza. And we have a legend, you gotta do it right. Absolutely. So today we have a true legend in the house, someone who's not only made his mark in hip hop, but has also become a powerhouse in film, television, and sports. He's a multi-hyphenated from groundbreaking music with NWA to roles in classics like Boys in the Hood to recent achievements in founding the BIG3 basketball league. He's an innovator and a cultural icon who continues to influence and redefine entertainment. And on November 22nd, he's dropping another studio album called Man Down. With the first single, My Ego. Please welcome Ice Cube. Let's go.
Yeah, what's happening? Thank you.
So you don't, I was saying off camera, you don't know this, right? So I always speak about the importance of the black man in the house.
Yes.
And when I talk about, I tell this to my son. So when my son and I watched the Straight Outta Compton movie, I was always telling him, I'm like, you see why Ice Cube said no? See why he walked away from that contract? You see why he was so confident in himself and he wasn't like the rest of them, was just trying to get some money? I was like, it's because he had his dad in his house. And I always attributed that to like, because it's something very interesting about you because you're the only guy, I think, in hip hop who is like a gangster, makes funny movies, discovers comedians, makes kid movies, but they still know don't fuck with him.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a really hard thing to accomplish in our community where it's like, you know, sometimes when somebody go to kid, it's like, oh, he's a kid actor now. It's like, nah, don't fuck with Cube, bro. Like, please don't fuck with him. He's still that guy. And I just want to know, what do you contribute that to?
My pops.
See, Tricks, Little Remy can't tell me nothing now.
Yeah. You know, but you know, Yellow Pops was there,
Sure.
and Ren and Easy. So, you know, most of our guys grew up with their pops there. And it's just when you see a grown man handle his business, no help, you know, pretty much. You know, he came out from Louisiana to California at 19 years old, you know, living with his uncle, and then he made his own way, you know, from there. And I respect him more than anybody in the world. So seeing how he handled his business, I felt like I need to handle mine the exact same way.
Yeah, and you always were, like, serious about your business.
Yeah, it's show business. I learned that young in my teens that it's fun making the music and hanging out, studio, doing all the cool stuff, but it ain't fun when everybody around you is getting paid and you don't think you're getting what you're supposed to. So that was my, you know, hardcore introduction into the business. And so I felt like if I wanted everything to go right, I need to stay on point, stay business-minded.
Got you. Well, I have to ask this question. You're successful, you're an entrepreneur, family's good, kids good. Why would you want to drop an album now?
Because I'm a B-boy. That's what I do. You know? I mean, at the end of the day, like, we got into this for fun. We didn't think we was gonna make a quarter at it. It was just something different. You know, the music was new when I was young. Everybody was selling dope, and I went to the music. You know, and it was just refreshing. To be creative. Spending hours in the studio trying to figure out, you know, what's dope. What do we like? What would the people like? And that whole world was so interesting to me. You know, I fell into it, had to be a part of it. And you know, it's really, you know, really what it's all about, being creative. That's what turned me on. That's why I keep doing everything I'm doing.
Because there's 19 songs on the album.
Yeah, it's 19.
Like, he could have gave us 9 and be like, that's it. But you gave us 19. That means you was in. Was it like, I'm going to stop for 6 months and work on the album? Or was it like gradually over the last 8 years since you haven't dropped the album that you were slowly like, let me keep that to the side in case that works?
Yeah, just keep doing music. You know, when I feel something, do it. keep writing, keep the beats coming, keep recording, and you look up and you like, man, this is starting to take shape. Then you want to add, the finishing pieces, and we could have made the record shorter, but I would have felt like, damn, this need to be on there, So, I come from that, the school of, the whole entire project was a cohesive vision, and so, why should I get away from that just because the industry is, doing its own metrics? Like, I don't care what the industry is doing. I care, but I'm not. That's not my motivation. My motivation is Ice Cube fans, Day One fans, people that's been down from day one. I ain't put out a solo record in a long time, and who wants just 4 or 5 records when you can get 19?
You know what I'm sorry, I'll just say one thing, then I'm gonna let you go. You know what I'm excited about? Man Down is about masculinity stepping up, men being men. And to me, I feel like we need that in society, especially someone successful, black, that didn't fuck up, didn't do nothing wrong, didn't took care of his wife, put his kids on, really did everything that we teach us to do. You did it, and then now you're coming saying, I think men need to be more manly and act like men right now. So that's the thing I'm excited about. Yeah,
without a doubt. It's not a preachy record, but when you listen to the body of work, you understand.
I heard a couple records you
understand
it's
that's
grown man.
Yeah, it's definitely grown man, and we shouldn't apologize for that. It's not toxic to be yourself, and so I just wanted to sprinkle that out there and make sure the men respect ourselves and our position in the world, and step up. Yeah. It's Man Down now, but
next
the next one gotta be
Man
Up for sure.
I love that. Go, you go ahead.
Well, I just wanted to go to your point. You said you care, but you don't really care about what the industry is doing. And throughout your career, we've seen you do it your own way, both in music and in film. So how do you remain extremely, we've seen you be consistent across the board. How do you remain so consistent and authentic to yourself in industries where there's pressures to change all the time? You're working in film, you're working in music, and there's pressure, but you've remained Ice Cube. So how do you do that?
Just understanding that just because the industry has its ebbs and flows, following behind that will make you lose yourself. And me, if 1,000 people like the record, I'm good. 10,000 like it, I'm good. 10 million like it, I'm good. That's the attitude that I have, especially with music, because I've been doing it for a while. I got a lot of Day One fans, and I just want to make my Day One fans happy. Everybody else got to kind of get in where they fit in.
I love that.
And I'm hyper focused on Ice Cube fans, and so with that, I know, just do it how I feel it. If I don't get some or some pass me by, that's fine. If people don't want to work with me because I'm a certain way, that's fine too. And being satisfied and comfortable with the highs and lows of the industry, to me, allows me to be authentically myself. And it's lost me jobs, but it's also gained me jobs and fans, and all money ain't good money, so you can't tempt me with money. I'm gonna just do it my way.
I wanted to ask you something. Candace Owens released something that I thought was, I swear to God, it's like as soon as she said it, I thought about you. When she said the government created the word gangster rap, right? Because gangster rap, the first time I heard of what gangster rap was from the West Coast, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's so crazy. Fun fact, Tim Dog lived in my building in the Bronx. So he was like, I know what Compton was. I'm 10 years old. We just screaming, fuck Compton at 10 years old. So we didn't even listen to like West Coast music. It wasn't until I moved to the South when I was 12 that they was fucking with that shit down here.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I just wanted to know, like, what's your thoughts on what Candace said? Because did you ever call it gangster rap?
Not in the beginning.
Exactly.
We called it reality rap. And the word gangster rap, I think it was coined by a LA Times writer. I think his name is Robert Hilburn. And, he coined the phrase, and it, was sensationalized. So it became like the quickest way to explain what we was doing and an easy way to dismiss what we were doing. At the end of the day, we had called it street knowledge too. It's like if you listen to the NWA record, it'll say, you're now about to witness the strength of street knowledge.
I ain't gonna lie, that shit just got me excited hearing you say that shit. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, you just act like you just said nothing. Like, I'm like, bro, like, I heard, like, it's like you heard that shit as a kid. It's like, I'm sorry, I'm a fan still, so let's go back to the one.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's dope.
It's like you said it and the whole room looked around like, it's like Mickey Mouse said the Mickey voice. We heard it in person. I love it.
So that's what we was on, and they just ran with the phrase, and it just became a way to describe all the. See, when we started, we didn't think a lot of people was gonna do rap this hard. We thought it was just gonna be us and a few people, Ice-T.
You telling your truth, basically.
Cool G Rap. A few people was doing it. Schoolie D, Just Ice, just a few. And KRS One, Criminal Minds.
Because people always say KRS One was like a street rapper, but he was like a teacher to me. So
he started off. They did Criminal Minded, and then when Skylar Rock got killed, it just kind of changed KRS One's motivation, and he wanted to heal wounds and not just talk about what was going on in the street, but try to bring us together. And so we didn't feel like a lot of people would be doing it because we never thought we was gonna make a quarter. We thought we was gonna be just underground locals in LA, because we felt like the shit we talking about, only you got to be from LA to really understand what we talking about. That's what we thought. And when we put the record out, we realized the same shit is happening everywhere. And that's why it
just smaller places. Y'all was the biggest place talking about us, and now Little Rock, Arkansas is like, that shit what we dealing with.
Yeah. Everybody started to come out the woodworks, and then that became the dominant style after that.
So did you ever at any point refer to it as gangster rap?
Yeah.
Because the first thing I thought about was Gangsters Make the World Go Round.
Yeah, Gangsters Make the World Go Round. I did a song called Gangster Rap Made Me Do It, which is, at a certain point, people blame
this shit. Yeah.
People blame gangster rap for everything, and it's not the cause of everything. It's more of a mirror to what's going on.
So, at any point in your career, did you ever refer to yourself as a gangster rapper?
Yeah.
Okay, so I
refer to myself as a gangster rapper now.
Perfect. That's what I wanted to ask you. So I wanted to ask you, do you consider yourself a gangster?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Because a gangster could be just a real nigga that handle business how he does it. That's why I was wondering.
Me.
Yeah, for sure. Anything? I got some more. I got some shit over here.
No, go ahead.
I got some shit over here. I'm like, I'm looking at all my I'm prepared.
Now, let me clarify gangster in my view. When I say keep it gangster, that mean do things your way. And people might agree with it. People might not agree with it. The law might agree with it. The law might not agree with it.
Exactly.
But you're gonna do it your way.
Yeah.
And let the chips fall where they may.
Yeah.
To me, that's gangster.
Gangster to me is being a real man, like taking care of yours. Like that's the most gangster you could do is protect yours. Like
doing what you need to do at the time you need to do it.
I want to ask you. I don't think it's weird when we speak about moguls in hip hop. They always say a lot of names, but we don't never hear yours. And to me, it's always weird because I don't think it's because we don't want to say it. I just think it's because you don't want us to say it. It's like, let me be. Like, just let me go do what I'm doing over here. Like, don't even acknowledge the money I'm making, what I'm doing, how good I'm doing. I just feel like you wanted it that way.
Yeah, that's just braggadocious bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's not why I'm in it. I'm not in it for people to be like, oh man, look at that mogul right there.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, it's all about the work, the projects, what we doing, what we putting out. Mm-hmm. That's the most important part, not, me, patting myself on the back or everybody.
Some of all the money you're making and everything you're doing.
Talk about all that. That to me is the gravy. It's not the meat of what we're doing. It's being creative, it's being innovative, teaching through the music wherever you can, sprinkle the game in there and do something cool that people can get into. Mm-hmm. That's the best parts.
As a creative, which one brings you more fulfillment? Like, is it the music or the film side? What is
acting, directing, producing?
Like, what side of it brings you the most fulfillment?
Well, it's nothing bigger than a movie screen. It's no bigger canvas for artists than a movie screen. So to have a movie come out right, it's up there. It's extremely satisfying. But you need so many people to collaborate to make a movie.
Absolutely.
So records to me are like where I really get off because I don't need as many people. It's just me and my producers, and we can go in there and make it happen. They're like bite-sized movies in a way. And so I could do them faster, less people, so I can really say what I want to say with the music. With the movies, it's more of a collaborative effort of a lot of people with one concept instead of one person with a lot of concepts.
So would you rather be the head of the movie as like you were in Friday, where it's like, it's all of this is me, I brought everybody in. By the way, I don't want to shout you out, but bro, you in the house, I'm just sorry. You got somebody from Friday, this motherfucker. I'm excited as hell. But my point is, like, do you rather that position, the position where it's all on you, I got to round everybody up, or it's like, y'all pay me my $10 million, I'm going to show up, I'm going to sit my trail, I'm going to play my role, and I'm going home?
I like to be involved in the movie.
Gotcha.
I like to be a producer. When you're a producer, you get a chance to affect every aspect of the movie, from concept to streaming it on a service. Everything in between you get a chance to touch. So now, I don't mind showing up and making the money. It's just
where y'all want me to stand?
Somebody else, it's somebody else's problem if the movie come out right.
They got to make y'all money back, not me.
But I like to be in a position to make sure it come out great, or as good as it can be, and that's that's from the producing position.
Got you.
When you said when you started rap, you didn't think y'all would make a quarter. But when you started making movies, did you know that your movies, the Fridays and Boys and, did you know that was going to have the cultural impact that it did on our culture when you started making those movies? Or did you have a newfound confidence like you would make some money from the movies? Or was it the same?
Yeah, I knew we was making some cool movies that, nobody had stepped into that realm in the way we were doing it. I knew Boys in the Hood. When I read the script, I was just amazed that they was even making a movie about our neighborhood.
You identified with it immediately.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, how we grew up, that's movie worthy. I was asking my wife Kim, they want to make a movie about how we grew up, and she was like, yeah, I guess it is, So I knew, okay, this had never been seen. We seen colors, we seen like the white version of what it is. But here, a movie from a youngster, about my age, John Singleton, putting our real story on the screen. So I knew that had never been seen before, and if we did it right, we can knock it out the park.
I say this, and I don't say this to be like, I say this is how I feel. I believe that what Godfather is to Italian culture, Boys in the Hood is to black culture. That's the equal.
Yeah, I mean, it's a movie.
It's perfect, bro.
Yeah, it's coming of age. It's everybody can relate to somebody in that movie. Everybody is somebody in that movie. For sure. It's we all know Trey. We all know Ricky. We all know Doughboy. So, and how well it was put together, and John Singleton is a master, and having Lawrence Fishburne and Angela Bassett and Cuba Gooding Jr. like, these are some of the best actors that we produced. To have them in that movie, it was epic.
So I want to ask you. So have you ever? So you're very serious, right? Like, I'm not trying to call you out. I don't want to put no pressure on you to make you smile more. I just want to make something that I acknowledge. You feel serious. You play serious, but you have this gift where you've discovered some of the greatest comedians of our time. Yeah. And I'm always wondering, like, how the fuck does the guy that raps about fuck the police see a nigga and be like, he's gonna be a star? I could tell.
Well, those records are hard, but they got comedy in them. If you listen to, any of our NWA records or my records, there's a hardness to them, but there's also a comedic tone to them. We all like to laugh. All my friends are funny. Most people around me are funnier than me. Yeah. And we laugh all the time. And so, I love doing comedies because I can recognize if a person is not only funny but actually can play a character and show the world how funny they are. Exactly. And so I dig it. I think it's cool for me to be the straight man and to have all these new comics that the world don't know. Yeah. To be able to do a cool project and then see them blow up and become household names.
In the beginning of the year, when Cat Williams set the world on fire, and set 2024, they was like, blame Ice Cube. He the one that gave it to us. Yeah. Cube put him in the game. He brought more reality rap to the game. I'm like, dog, like you get credit for so many things. Did you? Serious question. It's a serious question because I am a diehard New York Knicks fan. Yeah. I've been very successful in music, but if someone asked me, Ray, if you wanted a Grammy or the Knicks to win the championship, I got to think long and hard about that. I'm being honest with y'all. Like, it's like, I mean, of course I want a Grammy, but it's like, what the fuck fulfillment do I get if I can't go to my team's parade? You know what I mean? Yeah. So I want to ask you, you have an option. You can win a Grammy. I know NWA got honored, but you can win a solo Grammy for yourself, an Oscar, Emmy, because you produce TV stuff too, or one of your LA teams win the championship. Which one are you picking?
I'd rather have my Raiders win the Super Bowl.
So you understand what I'm talking about, right? It's like, bro,
Raiders win the Super Bowl.
What are you talking about, bro? Like, I want
because the whole Raider Nation get to celebrate.
Come on,
and a war with just me, it's cool. I'm a pop champagne, laugh, smoke a blunt with my friends and family and shit. Exactly. And then it's going to go on the shelf, and then it's going to be dusty as hell. Yeah, but everywhere you go, somebody go up there and dust it off.
But everywhere you go, you could tell them, my Raiders won this year, though.
Yeah. I've been waiting since 83, goddamn.
I've been waiting my whole life for the Knicks to win, so I'm like...
I've been waiting since 83.
I've been waiting my entire life for the Knicks to win, so I wanted to know that. Let me ask you this. If you look at... You've been very successful in music, and you've been very successful in film, TV. And I'm going to throw sports in there, because that's a new challenge for you. But sports is, you're the CEO, right? So it's a different role, right? You've actually been the talent in the music and film. Yeah. Which business, in your opinion, is more predatory towards creatives in their deals?
Probably the record business.
motherfuckers.
Yeah, private
Sorry, I was just praying you said movie. I was just praying you said.
No, the movie business is, I mean, they pay you on time. You don't have to go chasing nobody for the money. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, man, the check came in, the residuals, this, that, and the other. And you're like, damn. Really? Like, no issues? You know, from what I understand, they rather, when you got a movie studio or whatever, lawsuits come in from everywhere. Just because, we was working on this movie in here in this location, y'all broke a window and, y'all messed up my carpet, so they, they don't want to add to that.
Yeah.
So they, the shit they need to do, they do it.
They don't want no smoke.
Yeah, they don't want more lawsuits because they being funny with the money. So they, their accounting is tight, they pay you on time. You don't have to chase them for their money. Record business,
it's a fucking different story.
A little different.
I got money over me from 2020 albums that I'm still like, come on, bro.
Man.
Like, what's up? But so now, BIG3.
Yeah.
I don't know where you were. Everybody talks about BIG3 and how successful it is. My question is, what the hell were you thinking? Like, what was the thought process? Like, I'm gonna take some old NBA, because if you would have told me that, I'd be like, nah, man, we need to let's make Friday out. I'm being honest, because I didn't understand it. And then when I saw it, I was like, oh, that's gonna work. But I'm still like, who the fuck thinks to bring the players that are over the hill, if you will, in the NBA and put them and let them compete and give them an opportunity to be like compete again? I'm like,
well, you know what, I looked at 3-on-3. I played a lot of 3-on-3 growing up. We had some of the biggest battles in my backyard.
Okay.
On my street, on Van Wyck. And I always loved the game. I always loved the mano-a-mano of it. You're involved with more of the action if you play 3-on-3. Now, everybody done played 5-on-5.
You can hide.
And done ran 4 or 5 down the court and ain't touched the ball. You like, hey, man. Hey, homie.
I don't want the ball. I just stay close to my guy and say, please don't pass me the ball.
I'm just running.
Yeah.
So everybody like 3-on-3 because you can't hide. And I was like, man, why isn't this elevated to the professional level? I'm seeing Nike doing the weekend warrior, bring your 3-on-3 team down and we playing in the parking lot of the stadium, and Mountain Dew and all these like amateur tournaments, and I'm like, where's the pro version of the game? And I'm like, oh, it's a void in the industry. It's a void here. And it's in that window where when the finals is over, everybody got a basketball hang.
That summer is so brutal. It's hell for sports fans.
Yeah, when the finals is over before the NFL kickoff.
Oh, we got his baseball.
Man, so I used to hibernate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like a bear and shit. Wake me up in September.
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn, it's a void in the industry. We can put an actual sport 10 weeks.
Yeah.
That means something and give people something to do in them dog days of summer. So, all those elements. Now, we was just shooting the shit. When I say we, it's my partner, Jeff Quinnes. We've been working together for 27 years. So we just shooting the shit for a whole year. What if we did this? How can we do this better than the NBA?
Yeah.
How can we treat our athletes better than all the sports leagues? And then, when a good idea starts to build on itself, we was like, man, this would be an amazing league. Who gonna put this together?
Who's the first?
Yeah,
so who's the first? I would say, who do you call? I want to do a basketball league. Like, who do you call? Like Michael Jordan? I'm like, I don't know who to call.
Well, what we start doing is we said, okay, to start a league like this, we got to start with credibility. So let's go get some of those Hall of Famers who we know built the game but didn't get paid off the game. So we start talking to George Gervin, Iceman, and Clyde Drexler, and Dr. J, and these dudes was like, this is a great idea. And they wanted to be a part of it. So when you can get the endorsements of those dudes on a basketball idea, you must got something. And it was just formatted and calibrated right to where it was fun to play, fun to watch. You're getting, multiple games at an event, so you get to see the whole league. Where else can you go and see the whole league?
That's real.
And so it was just good idea after good idea. And now, it was about finding the people. It's like a SEAL team. We don't have a platoon of people. We just got a small unit that know how to go
get busy.
And get it done and get out. So
y'all hear that?
we don't take no for an answer. You know what I'm saying? We rough enough for what was to come. And it's rough trying to introduce a new sport in the middle of all these 800-pound gorillas like the NBA and the NFL, and nobody wants a new sport to come in because you start to take advertising dollars.
And especially when if you this color owning it, because you could bring the information back to more people. You look like you will help more.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's more about, we need Pepsi to give us that money. We don't need them to be breaking off these other leagues. And they're going to want to give us less. Exactly. So everybody try to keep you out. So, I tell my guy, it's the equivalent of trying to hold off a 800-pound gorilla while you build an ocean liner at the same time.
So did you, obviously I heard you speaking about your discrepancy with the NBA. Did you reach out to them and say, hey, would you guys like to be a part of it? And they just said no?
We met with them, and they were like, the more basketball the merrier, man. You got our blessings. Yeah, go for it. We was like, well, we want to give you guys a piece. We offered them 10% of the league for free. Just don't fuck with us. I love it. Don't try to kill us.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, we giving you this. We know this is your thing. Basketball. You guys think you own it? Okay. We in y'all hood. We want to break y'all off. They was like, no, thank you, but no, thank you. Do your thing, cute. So as we go to do our thing, we find out there's hate behind the scenes.
Very passive aggressive.
Very passive aggressive.
Oh my God, we love what you're doing. Go do it. And then as soon as you walk in the room, they say, kill him.
Kill that shit.
Kill that shit.
So
that's what makes us gangster, by the way. That's what makes us gangster, by the way. What makes us gangster, we're going to tell you to your motherfucking face no.
Yeah, we tell you.
We're not going to be passive aggressive.
I would have respected Adam Silver if he'd have told me, come on, Q. Do you see us starting a rap group? Come on, man.
Exactly.
Just do your music, man. I'll invite you to the games. You can, man. Don't fuck with us, man. Don't do this. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't like other leagues coming in.
But
we might have been like, you know what?
What's good, everybody? This is Ray Daniels, a.k.a. the Culture Referee. And if you were wondering who this beautiful woman sitting next to me is my sister, Tiffany Daniels Sy. Let's give it up for my sister. Everybody can clap. This is good. And my sister she's the most talented person in the family. And we started a family business, a signature scent company. So if you smoke a lot of weed in your car and you want to get the scent out, you have to check out these scents. I know guys that use it for the weed. I know people that use it for cologne and everywhere they go to get compliments. We make candles. We make
room sprays. We got them in kits. So if you want to buy something for your loved one or anybody that you care about, hit us up, LorraineCo.com.
And we're going to put the website at the bottom of it. But support this black business, support this black woman, and order, I promise you guys. As a matter of fact, use the word GAUDs, and we'll give you 15% off. I just made that up, so if my sister's face looks crazy, don't get mad at her. I'll eat that. But guys, when I tell you this shit is incredible, you really should check this out.
The best scents ever.
LorraineCo.com, and we'll put it at the bottom of the screen. Thank you.
Thanks.
That makes sense.
We like the NBA.
yeah.
And, we would have walked out with our idea, but, giving us that blessing. Now, we didn't leave on good terms because we was like, okay, you don't want to take 10%. All right, don't fuck with us then. You know, we're going to go out and do this, man.
Yeah.
Don't, you know, you talking nice in here, but, you know, don't do it. And they did it. So
I wanted to ask you what your vision for the Big 3 is, like, in the future, because now hearing that, you know, you did offer them a piece up front and they turned it down. And again, you doing it your way. Like, did that light a fire under you? Like, now, do you want to compete directly, or what's your vision? What does it look like to you now?
I mean, I think we have a complimentary league, but it's them that want to compete. So they want to compete. we competing. You know what we gonna do? You know, we're not gonna fold up. We don't need the NBA now. We're in a position where we can survive without the
Let's
NBA.
clap for that. That's amazing.
So, you know, they fucked up. I think, you know, when you really look at it, Adam is not going to look good, you know, with the owners when we start putting Big 3 teams in the same city as they got NBA teams, which we're doing. We got a team in Miami, a team in LA, team in Houston.
But I was going to say, the NBA,
yeah, you know, come on, put a group together, man.
Teresa, I want
Put a
to
group
help me.
together.
Teresa, help me. I want to be no, but I was going to say, the NBA is built around family, right? And there's no rapper that is more family than you, right? So, and then they also have a bad reputation for their players going broke afterwards, right? So this can almost be like, if the story would have been, here's this family man that came to us with an option to create a farming system for our players that maybe can't play at the speed our game is, but still got some in the tank. And it would have been an amazing story. Now it's like nobody gets sent home. Everybody has an opportunity. It would have been brilliant. But can I be honest with you? They didn't want it because you came up with it. They couldn't take it.
Yeah, you know, exactly.
We can't take this idea. We can't. Damn, that's what really happened. It was like, fuck, that's a great idea, but we can get 10%. It's like, it's our game. Like, I know what it is, but
it's not your game.
That's my point.
Nobody goes out and say, Mom, I'm going down the street to play NBA.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody like, I'm going to play basketball.
I'm playing basketball.
So it's not their game, but they think it is.
Yeah.
And people treat them like it is. Not me.
Yeah, not us, by the way.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, when you write movies, I know this is crazy, but did you actually write, like, because I know when you did Friday, Pooh was supposed to play Chris Tucker.
Yeah, he's supposed
role,
to play Smokey.
And then he's supposed to play Smokey. And I also knew that it was weird because Chris Tucker has a Southern accent, but he's in a West Coast movie. And it was so interesting to me, but then
Is that a Southern accent?
Man, you got knocked the fuck out. Like, that's how, like.
I mean, if you go to Cali, everybody's got a little.
Yeah, but y'all shit is a little bit more crisp. Like, what we talking about? No, I'm saying, like, y'all's real straight. Like, we're gonna drag our words a little bit. Yeah. I was just asking, like, did you write that line, or was that like just him being impulsive and just said it? He was like, you got knocked the fuck out.
No, that's written. That was written in the
You're
movie.
the fucking man, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just because you know, sometimes comedians bring the comedy, right? And you're like, just do you. And
Nah,
you wrote that.
Nah, yeah, you know, with all of my movies, the scripts are funny. You know, if I brought in the raw script of Friday, you'd read it and you'd be like, oh shit, this was already written. And what we do is we have the actors or the comedians or whoever, you know, do it as is. You know, just kill it as is. And then once we get that in the can, then we be like, okay, we're about to give you your take.
Yes.
And you can
do whatever you want.
Do whatever you want. We're going to stay with you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But get back to this point right here so we can keep the scene going. And then we let them get off. And then when we get in the edit bay, we're using most of the structure. And then we add those little tidbits where they, you know, kind of went extra. So if you look at a Friday movie, about 65 to 70% of that movie is written. About 30% is ad-libbed by that actor.
And you also discovered A.J. Johnson. Like, I forgot, like AJ, Terry Crews, like, you discovered a lot of people.
Yeah.
I wanted to tell you something. I don't know if you know this, which is, first of all, I don't think this generation today has classics. They don't even know what classics are because they live in a world where it's like turning. So it's funny because if I was talking to my son one day and I was like, my son's be 16 Saturday, and I told him, I said, give me a movie you know word for word. Swear to God, all of the kids knew Friday.
Wow.
I'm like, I skipped school at 15. You don't care. I mean, I skipped school at 15 to go watch that shit. In Hidden Woods on God. Like, we was watching and laughing our ass off and to see my 16-year-old son, knowing the movie word for word, proves that Hollywood don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Yep.
They need to get the fuck out the way and let us tell our stories. Because you know how many times you go in rooms and say, hey man, I want to make, you know how many times I referenced Friday, pitching movies, like, here's a good movie. They're like, it's no twist. And I'm like, what was the twist in Friday? The twist was when John Witherspoon said, this is all you got to do.
Yeah.
That, and by the way, that's a black daddy. That's what a black father in the house would tell his son.
Right.
You ain't killing nobody. Go out there and fight. And if you lose, it's okay.
Yep.
You fought like a man. And to me, that's what makes it such a classic, because it's so relatable. Meanwhile, they're trying to give us these other movies and these wild stuff. And it's like, bro, it's not classic. How does my son was born in 2008, his first classic movie he knows is Friday? That came out in 95.
We didn't let the studio come to the set on that movie.
There it is.
Yeah.
The secret is out.
Stay your ass at home.
We shot it in the hood, so they didn't want
They want to come anyway.
But and it was low budget. We shot it in 20 days. So
What?
yeah,
Oh,
we shot
wow.
4 weeks. We shot that movie. So they didn't mess with us. You know, we had what's called a damn, I forgot what they call this damn script. I gotta go back to
Some shit they give us on us, right? The black script.
but it was a situation where a negative pickup, that's what it's called, a negative pickup, where they just gave us the money and said, bring us back a movie. And that's why that movie came out so good.
Yeah.
The second one, they started fucking, you know, we're giving you more money. We're coming down to the set.
Where are you today?
You're in Rancho Cucamonga with real safer and shit. So, you know, they started to do the studio shit. And when the money get up, you know, that movie was made for first one was made for $2 million. Second one was made for 10. And, you know, they was, you know, fucking with it.
Yeah.
And so the third movie, Friday After Next, I'm like, man, do not come down here, man. We don't just.
By the way, I ain't gonna lie. I
Stay
think Friday
away.
After Next is.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
That's one.
Christmas
That's what I think is my favorite.
Yeah, Friday After Next.
Like
is
Friday
great.
After Next is so.
We got back on track.
Yes,
You know what I
yes.
mean?
Yeah.
We got totally back on track. So, you know, I'm proud of that movie. And people ask, why did I do a Christmas version of it? You know, why did I wrap that in Christmas?
Right.
And I'm like, well, you don't have a lot of black Christmas movies out there, and definitely don't have a lot of California Christmas movies where it's no snow. It's just how
Exactly.
you know, Christmas lights on palm trees and shit. You know, that's
I'm
the kind of
excited
stuff
to
we
hear
used
you
to
say
see.
that though, because it's a discourse on social media about whether that's a Christmas movie or not.
No, it's a Christmas movie.
And I definitely believe that.
She literally said that's my favorite Christmas movie.
If that's not a Christmas movie,
What
I just
is?
don't know
It
what
is.
it is.
It starts with the
I'm so
Temptations
glad
version of
Santa-
Silent Night, bro.
Santa Claus is stealing presents. That's
He
what the
stamped
movie
it.
is
It's
about.
a Christmas movie. That's
Yeah.
it. I wanted to ask you though, what is your favorite movie that you've either acted in, produced, or wrote? What's your favorite?
I mean, I had the most fun making Friday After Next. Just making the movie, we just laughed all day.
I can imagine.
Like head
that's it.
busted. Having all them dudes on the set, and you know, when we made the first one, you just trying to get good scenes. You don't know you making
Yeah.
a classic.
Yeah.
But by the third one, we knew we had a classic that we were trying to fit this into.
Yeah.
So everybody knew their position, knew what to do, knew the assignment, so to speak. And we knew how to make movies. You know, it wasn't like we were still trying to find our way.
I have one last Friday question, and it's actually a bone I got to pick with you. Why is Boosie Collins Wide Open not on DSPs, man? I only get it on YouTube.
Yeah.
And it's on your soundtrack.
I don't know. You know, that soundtrack was done through Priority, and they had a lot of issues, you know, with the music and clearing everything.
Man, that's my though. You understand? That's one of my favorite Boosie records.
Yeah.
Like, Wide Open. And I'm gonna tell you another. It's weird as I'm talking to you.
I produced that.
You did?
I produced
and
Wide
that's
Open.
my shit.
Yeah, yeah.
I love how you talk at the end, like, man, you supposed to be a player, man. You out here fucked up. Man, I'm a fan. So you don't even know this, but like you've created lingo in our culture. Like literally, when I'm being driven in my truck and he drives fast. Like, you know, sometimes I'm on the phone, he drives fast, he hits the corner. If my driver here, I say, God damn, TC. That's literally, if he was there, that's literally the joke. Hey.
You didn't see TC with us?
He with y'all?
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta say.
Yeah.
Man. With TC.
Yeah, my man,
listen. Listen, you are famous. I'd literally be like, man, goddamn, TC in them goddamn corners like that, man. I'm gonna make me spill my goddamn yak. I'm gonna make me spill my goddamn yak, man. What the hell wrong with you, man? I swear I say that to this day. I literally say when they drive me, goddamn, TC. Like, I swear to God. You famous, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. You famous, bro.
Yeah, CW, though.
Exactly. Oh, CW?
CW.
Goddamn it, CW. What did you
I thought it was TC.
No,
who was TC in the movie? I make nigga made a movie. Fuck it.
Yeah, man.
Hey, CW. I call the nigga TC. I ain't gonna lie. It just felt like the nigga was like, God damn, TC. Motherfucker shit. I saw a couple questions. So you are considered in our culture, you are a rapper's rapper. You are one of the only rappers, if not Kendrick. You and Kendrick. By the way, for future references, and I don't want to tell a gangster what to do, guys, because, you know, gangsters make the world go round. But for the future references, you got to be able to say to the world, Kendrick is the 2024 version of Cube.
Well,
because you say I'm the 2000. I'm like, dog, he is you.
Yeah, I mean, in my new record, I say I was Kendrick before Kendrick.
That's my point. But Kendrick is Cube after Cube.
Yeah, I mean, however you want to put it, I think it's saying the same thing.
Only reason I'm saying that is because I feel like you're still here. Like, the kids know you. Like, my son knows the Boys in the Hood record. Like, he's 16. Yeah. You literally created something in your teenage years that, like, literally in your 50s, and it's still here, like, going crazy. Not just here, but going crazy.
You know, a lot of youngsters know me from the movies, though.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, I remember when I did Are We There Yet? A lot of the homies clown me, like, what the hell you doing? These kids, what the fuck, man?
But you
give us another barbershop.
Exactly.
Friday, man. And I'm like, nah. I said, my fans got kids now. And I got little kids coming up to me saying, you got knocked the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? They 5 years old. You know, I'm like, what your little ass doing watching that movie? So I said, I need to make something for the little biddies, you know, that's down. And so doing that movie, what ended up happening is, of course, my fans show their kids the movie.
Yep.
Now the parents don't have to say, you know who that dude is right there? That's Ice Cube. He used to be the shit.
Yeah.
The kids already know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So there ain't no explain.
I didn't turn my son on a Friday, bro. I swear to God, I didn't tell him onto it. I never talked about it because in my mind, I want to make like an old nigga. Oh, that's old daddy. But he was in there. I mean, like, my nephew was 9. You got 9. And I'm like, that's funny to y'all now, 30 years later. Like, I can't believe that it's still relevant and funny. And that's why I was asking, did you write that? Because, like, you don't understand how many things came out of your brain that is still being used in 2024.
Yeah, I mean, me and Pooh. You know what
I'm saying? I'm talking about rap.
Oh,
Shout out to Pooh. Pooh is a funny nigga.
Pooh is he's a mad
Pop
scientist.
tripping, man.
He's like, he's one of the most creative dudes that hip hop has ever produced. DJ Pooh. DJ Pooh is the reason why you got Grand Theft Auto.
Really?
Yeah, San Andreas and all that. That's DJ Pooh working with Rockstar to create that. Yeah, you know, he's amazing. So are we there yet? Y'all? So these kids who love that movie, they get a little older. Somebody might show them Barbershop.
Yep.
They get a little older. Somebody show them Friday.
Yep.
Then they start getting into my music because now they in their teens. They're like, oh shit, this dude do music too. So what that Straight Outta Compton movie did was really put the picture in their head on who I am. And so now those kids they in their 20s.
Yeah.
And they at my shows, they bring in, you know, now they got kids and they showing them Are We There Yet? And it's a cycle that keeps going around and around.
How much, I'm curious to know, how much of the transitions that your career has made? Because like you said, you make family movies, you make serious, like you make gangster rap. How much of the transitioning through your career was calculated and you like, I got to do this, and how much of it was you just kind of going with the flow and letting the opportunities present themselves and you take it?
With music, I was lucky enough to live down the street from Sir Jinx, who's Dr. Dre's cousin. So that's how I connected with Dre. And then with the movies, I was discovered by John Singleton. I didn't think I was an actor or.
Man, you killed that Boys in the Hood role.
None of that.
And Higher Learning, you killed Higher Learning. I left the movie theater, and that was when I knew that how much power movies had, because that was the first, when he was reporting, what you gonna do now, monkey? I wanted to fuck somebody right up. I ain't gonna lie, that's when I knew. Yeah. That's when I knew how dangerous movies was, because I never left a movie theater angry. Yeah. Like, I'm a fuck, man, I dare somebody look at us wrong. And it was like, I was like, damn, like, it was just a movie, nigga. They all friends at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No. Just, never thought I would get into the game at all. Like, wasn't even looking for it. And John was like, man, you Ice Cube, huh? I'm like, yeah. Back then, everybody knew Easy. Yeah. NWA was, if you was there, if you was into it, you knew. If not, we was just Easy and them. Yeah. People used to say that. Here come Easy and them. You know what I'm saying? So we start calling ourselves. We start calling ourselves in them. We in them.
Exactly.
And, so, I'm like, this youngster know who I am. So I start talking to him. He was an intern at Arsenio Hall show. Just around doing shit. And I was like, man, I got a movie I'm gonna put you in. He a junior in USC. So I'm looking at him like, youngster. What the fuck are you talking about? Movie? Me? I'm not an actor, man. But I was cool with him. We chopped it up and ran into him a couple of times over the years. He was like, I'm a senior now. Put you in that movie. All right.
He's one of the greatest directors of our time. I ain't gonna lie, man. You got to give him. You definitely have to give him credit for like.
Look, he put me in the movie. Mm-hmm. He put Tupac in the movie.
Yep.
Busta Rhymes.
Tyra Banks.
Tyra.
Yep. Epps.
Jada.
Not. Yeah.
Queen Latifah.
My Epps. Queen Latifah.
No. That's F. Gary Gray. It's F. Gary Gray.
I thought he was in. Yeah. Oh yeah, he did Higher Learning. I was thinking about Higher Learning because my Epps was in there. Yeah.
So, as far as seeing you, not just as a rapper or artist, but he saw us as movie stars too. And like I said, he started off my career, gave Tupac, a dope role to highlight him. Busta Rhymes and Higher Learning. Yep. And Shaft and damn, somebody I'm missing.
Yeah,
another rapper.
That's amazing. Have you on Ice-T? Like, have you ever beefed over the word ice?
Nah, that's
it's always just interesting to me. It's just like, did he ever feel like, damn, I'm Ice-T, won't need a cube? And he's like, nah, but I'm Ice. Like, I always wondered that. Like, it was like, when I was a kid, it was an Ice-T and an Ice Cube. I thought they was like in the cup together drinking. I didn't know. I'm 9 years old. I'm thinking that they like, I'm being honest with you, it was like Ice-T. I thought y'all was related when I was a kid. Because it was just the names. I was like, I always want to know, like, did y'all ever like talk about the name Ice?
The Ice.
Nah,
the Ice
not
Man?
at all. Not at all. It was hip hop. You had 1,000 grandmasters. You had 1,000 mix masters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like, at the time, you just never tripped off somebody having a name close to yours.
So you are an MC, and I feel like you are an MC's favorite MC. Like, you in that same space as like a Scarface, a DMX, where it's like rappers are like, that's who I learned from. So I'm gonna challenge you a little, because I feel like everybody gives to ask you for the West Coast Mount Rushmore, and it's like, it's you, Dre, Snoop. It's like we kind of know what it is. But I wanted to ask you as an MC, if you had to do a Mount Rushmore of Atlanta, who would be your 4 that you would personally put that you are fans of from this city?
Oh, man.
I think this city appreciate Q saying that. Like,
3,000 is crazy.
Period.
Of course. I love Killer Mike.
Killer Mike is the man. By the way, Killer Mike literally is like, he did this speech what really made me get behind this Grammy thing, because he was like, and that's how I found out you didn't win the Grammy. He's like, Cube, Scarface, your favorite rappers never won a Grammy. If I win, what would that send to rappers? And I was like, this nigga right. Nigga gonna get a shirt. I'm about to camp. Like, because he really like put it out like that. So I don't mean to cut you off, but he really made me see it. Because you guys were so big that Grammys didn't matter to us back then, but y'all deserve that shit. Like, album of the year. Rap album of the year. So Killer Mike.
We didn't think Grammys was in the cards for us. We was like, we was cool. We know the shit we doing. I mean, the industry just was like, man, these dudes right here.
Exactly.
Even the rap industry was like, man, these dudes is too much.
Yeah.
And so we didn't feel that was in the cards for us. But T.I.,
Andre, Killer Mike.
And it's between, I love, Jeezy, and I love Big Boy.
I'll give you Outkast. I'll give you Outkast as one. So Outkast, T.I., Jeezy, Killer Mike.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a fucking Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
Damn. What about your New York Mount Rushmore?
Oh, man.
That's hard.
I got to put Melly Mel up there just because he
started lifting weights now.
Yeah, I mean, this style. This style is something that I think he was one of the architects of putting a reality into the raps.
Yeah. So Melly Mel.
KRS.
Incredible.
Rakim. And I got to go Chuck D.
That was your man.
But at the top of them all is Run DMC.
Really?
Yeah, Run DMC. They the ones who took it from the streets and made it a profession.
That's amazing. That's so Run DMC. So hold on. So Melly Mel, but Run DMC's at the top. They gods.
Yeah,
the Mount Rushmore was Melly Mel, KRS-One, Chuck D, and who was the fourth one?
Didn't I say Rakim?
I didn't hear Rakim. Okay, Rakim. That, by the way, Rakim is the first rapper to me that changed rap.
Yes.
Because it was like I was in the Bronx then, so you heard rap. It's like a jungle sometimes. Your mom listens to that, but Rakim was the first rapper that I ever heard that I said, that's not for my mother. Like the effect that he had on make him clap to this, it was like, that's not for my mother, that's for me.
Yeah, straight up. Yeah. I mean, he changed the trajectory.
Yes, of like how MCs are perceived.
MCs was screaming. And he brought it down.
Yeah.
And brought it to an intellectual level where you really want to dissect the lyrics.
Got you. Yeah, it was like he was just gifted lyrically, right?
Yeah, lyrically gifted, vocal, style, flavor. If I drew a rapper, looked up a rapper in the dictionary, Rakim would probably pop up.
That's true. You're right. Yeah. I got second to last question. I've sat on this couch and argued. Timeless time. I sat on that set and argued the best diss record of all time.
Yeah.
And everybody says the argument is always me saying I used to say Hit 'Em Up versus No Vaseline.
Yeah.
And the reason why I said Hit 'Em Up was because I thought Hit 'Em Up was more disrespectful. Like to me, it was just like when you start the record off saying "I hit your wife," it's like nigga, it is wartime. It ain't even no record. So I always said, but then the argument people would say is that the Outlaws didn't kill it. Yeah. Like they was like Pac killed it, but the Outlaw, and I never really cared about the Outlaw's voice. I just their vocals, but with you, they would say No Vaseline because you took on 4 people at one time and you ate their ass up.
Yeah, and it's a family feud.
Yes.
So. Ain't nothing more vicious.
So you would say No Vaseline.
I love them. I love them.
So for the record, your best diss record of all time, in your opinion, is No Vaseline.
Without a doubt.
I think without a doubt, bro. Without a doubt.
The stakes were, we ain't 3,000 miles away from each other.
Y'all like right around the corner.
We in traffic. You could see each other at any time, anywhere. So it was volatile.
My 3, No Vaseline's in my top 3. It's Euphoria. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Not even like They Not Like Us. They Not Like Us is just a bop. It's hard. Yeah. It's melodic, but like if Euphoria would have affected me. This nigga rap for 6.5 fucking minutes straight, dissing me like it ain't have a hook in there, ain't repeat the same word, ain't repeat. It was just like, God damn, you got more to get off. So I always say Euphoria, Hit 'Em Up, No Vaseline. That's always my 3, because No Vaseline, you killed them, but I felt like you knew at some point in time y'all was gonna have a drink together. So it was like, I don't want to tell you the shit I really could say to kill you, but I'm gonna kill y'all niggas and let y'all know, leave me the fuck alone.
I had a part 2 ready because I didn't think they was gonna quit. You know, I thought they would hit after this.
Yeah.
You know, it was like I know they coming.
Yeah.
So I had more records ready. You know, just
Is that your favorite battle you ever been in? Or
I don't know if you could say battles are favorite. You know, it's
the one you had the most fun
in? Battles aren't fun. It's man, it's war. You know what I mean? It's, you know, you trying to not take that fatal shot, so to speak. You ducking and dodging, and you know, everybody moving different. Everybody got their antennas up. You never know when it's gonna spill into the streets. And not just with us, but with our crews. You know, we got into a Cypress Hill years ago, and it was starting to affect the neighborhoods. You know, black and Mexicans. It was moving into the prisons, and so we had to get on the line and be like, man, we cool, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, let's squash this shit, because you know, people can get killed over records. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, man, you know, when you really break it down to its very last compound, niggas don't be that mad at each other any damn way.
It's
you know,
just
it's just something to get out of hand and just blow up.
Are you? I know. I just last one. Are you ever triggered? Were there any parts in Straight Outta Compton that triggered you where you couldn't watch it? Like, it's like, I don't want to see that.
Yeah, you know, people don't understand. Making that movie, it was a lot of stuff I didn't know about.
Yeah.
Like, when we broke up, I'm on one side of town and they on the other. So I don't know what they going through, and they don't know what I'm going through.
Yeah.
And so in creating the scenes and making the scenes, I'm discovering, like, damn, y'all was tripping like that. Damn, it was like
so you see,
yeah, so I was, you know,
catching up, if you will.
And talking to everybody and writing the scenes, hearing, you know, people say, nah, it was like this, it was like that, and I remember this happening and this. And so you know, the movie was a learning experience for myself, you know. Learning what the other side was doing when I was, you know, solo.
And you never had no issue with Suge, like, because you never had no run-ins. It always seemed like you was the guy that nobody fucked with. It was like, he just a real dude, he ain't into what we into, let's just let him go, because it almost like they respect you as the gifted one.
I mean, you know, I think Suge, the reason why we never really bump heads, I think Suge respected my moves. You know, the fact that I figured out that, you know, things wasn't right with the contracts with Jerry Heller. I stepped off. You know, I wasn't backing down from nothing. And I think, you know, he respected that. And you know, we from a whole nother side of town.
Yeah.
You know, they from Compton, we from South Central.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you know, having a beef just wouldn't have been good. You know,
especially before the internet. You really had to run into somebody.
Yeah.
So this is called the GAUDs Show, and it's the last question of the day. And I've shout out to my boy Derek Hayes. We have food for Q. Shout out to Dave's Cheesesteaks. We're gonna feed you before you get out of here, so y'all can talk to this. I've been 30 years, bro. I remember 7th grade. It was only 2 songs the whole class knew by heart. My mom's playing tricks on me, and Today Was a Good Day. It's the only 2 songs that teacher be like, sing a song. You know, we in class, we think we cool as fuck rapping your shit, you know, but we did it.
Man, appreciate it, man. Appreciate just doing stuff that people dig. You know, that's really what it's all about. When you create something and you put it out, you want people to dig it, enjoy it, and, you know, celebrate it in any way, shape, or form.
Well, last thing I'm gonna say before we wrap, I consider you a GOAT. I think this whole room considers you a GOAT.
Absolutely.
And no, I'm talking. I got the timing. So I consider you a GOAT, and you know, we saw you performing at the Dodgers game. The owner was getting real. He was excited. I don't think nobody's ever been that excited to stand next to you and while you rap the song. You didn't know he was a billionaire the way he was acting. He was like in it. So as a thank you for doing our show. I just wanted to give you. We sponsored by this company called Tote and Carry. So I just wanted to give you like a Dodger Blue.
Yay.
Yay, yay.
Yeah, yay.
Dodger Blue book bag. Just to tell you, thank you for supporting us. Thank you for coming on the show. And man, thank you for everything you contributed to my childhood and our adulthood and really showing us black men that you can be true to yourself, do the right thing, and still win.
Man, I appreciate it, man. This is love.
It's just stuff in there to keep it thick, but
I appreciate it, man. This is beautiful.
And Teresa, I got something for you too off camera because I appreciate you putting this together. You know you're my baby. All right, perfect. All right, and it's the GAUDs Show. Thanks for watching. We are out. Let's go.
Yay.